MAGA Christian Caroline Levitt is showing her Christianity in her social media this morning when they have arranged mugshots of, quote, illegal aliens and placed them all over the White House lawn of the United States of America. Here they are. And these people are showing us time and time again exactly who they are. We don't know if these people have had due process. Furthermore, we don't decorate the lawn with this. What they're trying to do is normalize the dehumanization of brown people. That's the purpose of this. And there's a young generation, a generation of children and a generation of young adults who are seeing this. And this is propaganda from an authoritarian regime that is trying to make this normal. But they also are trying to make things like this normal. Next up, I'm going to show you a video side by side of a Nazi group doing a Sieg Heil in sync with Elon Musk doing his Sieg Heil. Put up this video. They are trying to have it both ways. They want to call the left, the pro-democracy people, Nazis. When these people engage in this stuff, they engage in the same behaviors and the same marginalization that Hitler's Nazi Germany did. And now there's this movement where people are saying, oh no, don't call MAGA Nazis. Well, my response to that is, quit doing Nazi shit. Quit having a Nazi at the top, right next to the President of the United States, making decisions on behalf of the government, doing Nazi salutes, and then putting all of the Nazi-style decorations in the White House lawn, dehumanizing and marginalizing people. All right, next up. Donald Trump, this is crazy, you guys. I think he needs to go completely to like an Alzheimer's dementia style nursing home. The Canadian elections are coming up, and this is what he posted on Lie Social. Put this up. Good luck to the great people of Canada. Elect the man who has the strength and wisdom to cut your taxes in half, increase your military power for free to the highest level in the world, have your car, steel, aluminum, lumber, energy, and all other businesses quadruple in size with zero tariffs or taxes if Canada becomes the cherished 51st state. It goes on like he's endorsing himself. Spoiler alert, he's not running for Prime Minister of Canada. And this trolling of our allies is so disrespectful. It's so unprofessional. And it is so insane that he was handed an economy and relationships with our allies in a really good position, and he has taken a grenade and thrown it in it. And so my question is to the people who remain, to the people in the 30% that vote for this, is this what you want? Is this the kind of country you want? You want us to belittle our allies, to put posters in the White House lawn, to have somebody who does Nazi salutes in the federal government? Is that what you guys want? Because we're going to fight as hard as we can to prevent that from happening. Next up, the international headlines regarding Trump and his trade wars are so embarrassing. Let's put this one up from the Telegraph. Trump's attempt to upend the global order has already been defeated. America has emerged from the trade war as an international laughingstock. And then here's an excerpt from this article. Characterized by screeching handbrake turns, made-up policy on the hoof, and mixed messaging on steroids, it's been another week of chaos in Washington. If anyone knows what on earth it is that the United States is trying to achieve on trade and much else besides, then I'd like to hear from them. Because having come to the U.S. Capitol in hope of garnering some insight, I'm none the wiser. We are an international laughing stock. We are doing the shit that third world countries do, putting the signs of immigrants, and even if they have been found guilty or whatever it is, we don't put that in the White House lawn. This is intentional cruelty and propaganda that is making this seem normal, that is feeding the hate that this base likes to feed on. All the while, I remind you, the person that posted this, Caroline Levitt, does big prayer groups before she goes out and lies to the American public. She wears a Christian cross. And that little 30% of the MAGA cult, they think all of this is fine as long as the messenger has a Christian cross on. That's how shallow this movement is. That's how evil this movement is. And they are bald-faced evil liars. Next up, we have Scott Bessent, the Secretary of Treasury. This is crazy that this is his answer to this question. This is him on Fox, and listen to how unacceptable and idiotic this is.
Now, are you worried about empty shelves? Because they say that a lot of these, the supply lines and the cargo ships are being held up. A lot of people are saying, turn it around. With the tariffs this high, I don't want the product. Are you worried about empty shelves?
Not at present. We have some great retailers. I assume they pre-ordered. I think we'll see some elasticities. I think we'll see replacements. And then...
Okay. It's your job to worry about empty shelves. It's your job to make sure you don't crash the economy. And notice you saw the signs, the immigrant signs that they posted. All of that was placed on purpose so that whenever journalists are doing interviews in the White House lawn, you see that. They're trying to normalize this evil cruelty. This is an authoritarian regime. And guess what? They can't go to Congress and legislate this stuff. So they do these executive orders. And why is everybody in Trump's cabinet on TV all the time instead of grinding in their offices and working? Because their number one goal is propaganda, because they're hollow. They have no policy. They have no conviction. They have no knowledge. They have no expertise. These are bullshit artists, and they're as evil as all get out. And it's his job to make sure that the shelves stay full. We have global trade. The United States benefits the most from all of these trade policies. Trump and all of these evil people in his cabinet this is the biggest unforced error, a laughingstock, an international laughingstock that has only helped our adversaries, namely Russia and China. And last up, there's somebody in the Senate who I think really gets this moment that we're in. I wish that he were the leader of the Senate because he always speaks the truth. He's been a guest on our podcast. This is Senator Chris Murphy with what they are trying to gain by affecting trade and the economy in the negative fashion that they are.
Tariffs came out, and they are destroying our economy right now because one day they're on, one day they're off. Nobody can plan. Nobody can invest. And my theory of the case is this. It's because it's not economic policy. It's just another means to compel loyalty, all right? So why did Apple get one of the first big exemptions from the tariff? Was that coincidental to the fact that the CEO, Tim Cook, wrote $1 million check to Trump's inauguration? No. You are going to get an exemption from these tariffs. You are going to get relief from these tariffs if you pledge political loyalty to Donald Trump, right? If you pledge political loyalty to MAGA. Just like he's going after the law firms, just like he's going after the universities one by one, the tariffs allow him to go after each individual industry or each individual business and get them to sign up for his political project.
I think Senator Chris Murphy is spot on. I think we have an insecure, malignant narcissist that wants to control everything, and he wants everybody to bend the knee to him. But here's the problem with this. If everybody did it, he would still be a broken, empty, evil, diabolical motherfucker. All of the support, all of the ring kissing, all of the accolades, all of the compliments you could give this man will never fix him. He has taken our country, wadded it up, spit on it, thrown it to the most incompetent people you could ever imagine. It's going to take ages to recover what he has done. And I'm calling on all S&P 500 CEOs to band together to try to save this country. It's going to take citizens in the streets, but it's also going to take the private sector because Americans love their money. And all of these S&P 500 companies have flourished because we seek to have a secure and stable economy. Trump is throwing a grenade in that. The most patriotic and the most decent, the most humane thing that these CEOs could do now is stand in unity at the steps of the Capitol and call for Republicans in the House and in the Senate to impeach Donald Trump immediately. This is an illegal, fascist propaganda regime, and he's not going to stop. We could give him everything on the planet he wants. He's still going to be broken, and he's still going to have a desire to break more things. Okay, please subscribe to our channel. We're on our way to 1 million subs, and we'll see you all later.